Patty, you have to do something about this. Catalina just came back. So you need to pack your stuff as soon as possible and get out. Excuse me? It seems like she's coming back this weekend. That's why you have to get out before Saturday. I mean, I wouldn't mind if you want to leave today. Wait a second first, Mom. Catalina is your daughter, but I am too. I'm her elder sister. Plus, her room is empty. She's only paying you and Dad a visit. I don't see the need for me to get out. She's not just paying a visit. She's moving back permanently. Your sister dropped out of college. What? She dropped out of college? Does that mean she's not graduating anymore? Yeah. She's pregnant with her boyfriend's child. So she's quitting school and giving birth here. She's pregnant? Are you being serious right now? Of course. She's due next year in the spring. I can't wait to meet my grandchild. Who would have thought that I could become a grandma so early? Don't get carried away just yet. You do realize that she just turned 18 and is still a student, right? Aren't you supposed to teach her right from wrong as her mom? But I can never blame her pretty little face. She'll always be the apple of my eye. And you know that I always take her side no matter what. Plus, as soon as I told your father that Catalina is coming back, he turned into a dog with two tails. Oh, yeah. I almost forgot how much you and Dad pamper her. Anyways, there's just one more thing that needs to be taken care of. Catalina's boyfriend's parents are against her giving birth to the child. They think that the two of them are too young to get married, so it's better to give the child up. I mean, how can they say such things? That's how you're supposed to react under normal circumstances, Mom. I mean, Catalina herself is a kid, which means a kid is giving birth to another kid. Are you really not concerned as her parent? Well, there's nothing she could have done otherwise, though. Since things have already turned out to be like this, I've got to be there for my daughter. What's more, it seems like her boyfriend's parents are both doctors. I guess that's why they're as stubborn as a mule. Anyways, Catalina and her boyfriend have actually managed to convince his parents to accept their grandchild. The problem is that they won't allow their son to marry your sister until he graduates college and becomes a doctor. In other words, Catalina's becoming a single mother? Are you all right with that? Yeah, that's fine. She doesn't need a marriage certificate to live a good life, does she? That's why we are going to look after the two of them from now on. Of course, we have to take care of the baby as well. With that being said, there won't be enough rooms for them if you're here. So it would be of great help if you can move out. You can't just chase me out like this. After all, you didn't even give me any prior notice. Come on, you can make a little sacrifice for your own sister, can't you? Sorry, but I don't have anywhere to go as of right now. This house is close to work for me. Plus, I wasn't the one who messed things up. It's not fair to make me move out before the weekend. But Catalina needs our help right now. Is this the way you treat your family? It's just that I think you should think a little more in terms of the future before you act. I understand how you want to support every decision your daughter makes. But she's an adult now. She needs to take responsibility for her own actions. No, Catalina just turned 18. Plus, I did think a lot about the future before I acted. What do you mean? Her boyfriend is the son of doctors! In other words, your sister would become a rich housewife a couple years later. And here's the thing. Her boyfriend owes us one for knocking Catalina up. With that being said, I'm positive he would marry her eventually. So you're just looking for a wealthy son-in-law. A wealthy son-in-law who's a doctor? I'd be even happier if you could marry someone with the same social status as him. Anyways, I'm already on cloud 9 now just by imagining what's gonna happen next. I can't wait to see our neighbors turn green with envy. What's more, I can probably get thousands of dollars for allowances from her boyfriend every month. Maybe even more if Catalina can give birth to a second child later on. I have never felt so hopeful and optimistic before in my life. I can't wait to rise from rags to riches. This is what I've been dreaming of all along. You're really selfish and greedy. Mom, what you're doing is selling your daughter for money. Do you even realize this? I feel bad for Catalina's boyfriend. He could have just paid for Catalina's abortion. It's not like he knocked her up on purpose anyway. Don't forget that he made my baby girl pregnant. He must take responsibility for what he did. He's a grown man, isn't he? So of course he has to compensate us in one way or the other. I mean, it's not like his family can't afford it anyways. With that being said, you need to get out as soon as possible. Nobody wants you here. Tell you what, you're the ugly duckling of this family. Your father and I would rather live with Catalina and her husband rather than you, who might stay single for the rest of your life. Come on, Hattie. You're getting on my nerves. All you ever do is be a burden on the entire family. You make me sick to the stomach. Is the move still not over yet? When are you going to get out for real? I can't wait any longer. What's taking you so long anyways? I really have to move back home with my unborn son. We need Mom and Dad's care. I can't handle this baby myself. There wouldn't be any space for us if there's still a squatter there. You know who I'm talking about, right? In case you don't, it's you. Stop referring to me as a squatter. I'm sure that you'll regret dropping out of college later on. Getting pregnant at this age is not a good thing. Also, this is also my house. I have been living with Mom and Dad longer than you. You know what? It's your problem that you had to drop out of college because of the pregnancy. So don't you dare drag me down with you. Yeah, whatever. I'm assuming that Mom has already told you everything, right? If she did, then I'm assuming that you know what to do next, right? Don't cause any more trouble for us. Seriously. Pardon me for letting you know this, but your home will now be ours. To be honest, though, you should have never lived here in the first place. You don't belong here. The family now consists of Dad, Mom, me, my boyfriend, and my son. So guess what? You're not included. All you will be is a stranger from now on. So get out already, you squatter. Don't you feel ashamed of living with your parents at this age? I thought you're an independent career woman or something. I told you to stop referring to me as a squatter. Your parents are mine too. I hate to say this, but we share the same genes. Although our personalities are polar opposites. And mind you, but this is not how you talk to your older sister. Have some respect. Do you not know what manners are? See, this is why your boyfriend's parents don't like you. Shut up. All I'm saying is the truth. You are a squatter. Get your own place and move out if all you do is slob around at home. As your younger sister, I'm married already. I'm also going to become a mother soon. I can't wait to share this joy with the rest of the family. On the other hand, you don't even have a boyfriend. And I'm not surprised. I wouldn't want to date you if I were a guy. Let me correct you first. You're not married. What's more, you're not even engaged yet. So don't act like everything's already set for you. In fact, You don't know when your boyfriend is going to propose. He probably doesn't have any intention of doing so in the days to come.
Well, that's because his parents don't acknowledge our relationship because we're both students. But I'm sure they will one day. Guess what? My boyfriend bought me an engagement ring the other day. It has a diamond on it, by the way. Now you know how serious he is about me, right? Tell you what, I don't really care about marriage. It's nothing but a piece of paper anyways. True love doesn't need any proof. I'm pretty much his wife at this point. We're more in love with each other than ever. Don't be too jealous, Hattie. Life is unfair. All you have to know is that we're different, you creepy nerd. This is exactly why you don't have a boyfriend. Look at yourself in the mirror, and you'd get what I'm talking about.
Sure, mock me however you can. I don't care. It's just that I can't believe you get knocked up while in school. I mean, what were you even thinking? School is for studying, not messing around. I also don't get how Mom and Dad can forgive you so easily like this. Most parents with reason would be extremely angry.
What's there to forgive? I did nothing wrong. In fact, Mom and Dad are over the moon about their grandson's arrival. You'll see what I'm talking about soon. Plus, Mom and Dad have spoiled me for as long as I can remember. Dad carried me in his arms until I turned 8 years old. And Mom bought me a ton of pretty clothes. They never even raise their voices at me. They also give me whatever I want and spend every cent of their money on me. So I get to do whatever I feel like all the time. But that's because I'm such a buttercup to them. I have such a naturally sweet personality.
Yeah, I'm very familiar with it. You are the light of their life. I mean, they've spoiled you so much that you can't even face the reality anymore.
Well, all I know is that they've always been extremely high-handed with you.
I wouldn't call them high-handed only. They had no love for me at all. It's like I'm a stranger in that house. Your needs are always prioritized instead of mine. Although I'm older than you, I got nothing but your hand-me-down clothes and leftover food. Mom and Dad gave me the cold shoulder even when I had a fever.
On the other hand, they became bundles of nerves when I caught a cold. They would buy me all the latest gadgets as long as I played cute.
So, did you also act cute to get what you want this time? In other words, were you the one who asked Mom to kick me out?
Obviously, yeah. Roman needs a room to sleep in too. I'm pregnant, so he doesn't want to sleep with me. That's why I'm left with no choice but to chase you out. Of course, Mom and Dad are both taking my side on this one too.
This is what I thought.
Now you know where you stand, right? Anyways, I'm just thankful for Mom and Dad because they cosset me to the extreme. As for you, you're nothing but pathetic. You probably would have never thought that you'd get kicked out by your own parents, right?
I'm not surprised. I don't give a damn about how I'm treated at this point. Because it's not like Mom and Dad will stop to be at your beck and call if I tell them not to.
I hope that you're not bawling your eyes out right now because Mom and Dad kicked you out. All in all, I feel on top of the world right now because you are finally gone from my sight.
Don't worry, I'm leaving.
Don't you ever come back again. This place doesn't belong to you.
Hi, Hattie. Long time no see. How are you doing? I'm good. What do you want? I have some good news for you. You can move back in with us. I have cleaned up your room for you, too. What do you mean? Where are Catalina and Roman? Well, you don't have to worry about them anymore. Actually, Catalina broke up with Roman shortly after you left. He also moved out from his parents' house. What? They broke up? But didn't Roman promise Catalina that they'd marry as soon as he becomes a doctor? Yeah, I know. But they broke up before he could fulfill his promise to her. He went through a lot of hard times in medical school. It took him 2 tries to pass the medical licensing examination. Catalina was so close to becoming a rich housewife. What happened then? Nothing at all. Roman told us that there are too many more things that I have to do before I can become a certified doctor. So I don't think marriage is the right path for me. These are his own words. That's how he called the marriage off. Can you believe it? Do you know how long I've waited for such a top-notch son-in-law? Now everything's gone. Well, that's too bad then. I know how much Catalina wanted to marry him. Exactly. Life has been very harsh on us during these past few years. That's why I'm saying you should come back now. Raising a child costs an arm and a leg, you know. Catalina is a single mom. We have to give her a leg up as her family members. Okay. But before we all give her a leg up, is she going to find a job or something? What do you think? Of course not. Her job is taking care of her son, Felix. She's busy with being a good mother to him. But many years have passed. Felix is already 5 years old. He doesn't need his mom with him all the time like an infant. You do realize most companies require that you have a college degree, right? Poor Catalina doesn't have it, though. She dropped out. Remember. Excuse me? Our little princess gets sick easily if put under pressure. She's a delicate soul, you know. Do you want to see your father and me heartbroken? All Catalina has to focus on right now is parenting. So your father and you and I will be responsible for supporting the 2 of them. Join forces with us to make life better. Sorry, but that's not happening. I'm never going back again, no matter what you say. What do you mean? What do you think I mean? Have you forgotten how you kicked me out 6 years ago as if I'm not related to you at all? Dad and you literally demanded that I leave immediately because of that spoiled brat. Would you want to return to a family like this if you were me? But how are we supposed to put food on the table then? Your father is retiring in a few years. And I only work 2 days a week. Who's going to be the breadwinner of this family? That's not my problem. Are you being serious right now? I gotta go now, Mom. Say hi to Dad for me.
You're the worst, Hattie. How can you turn your back on your own sister? We've known each other our entire lives. What's more, sisters are supposed to be there for each other through the ups and downs. Mom just told me everything. Let me tell you this. You need some discipline. Because this is not how you should talk to your parents. I mean, why aren't you moving back and lending us a hand? We need you more than ever. Why can't you just let bygones be bygones at this point?
Because I don't want to. Treat others the way you wanted to be treated. Have you not heard of this saying? Plus, you're just getting a taste of your own medicine right now. Blame yourself for your miserable life. If you chose to drop out of college and give birth to your son, then stick to it till the end.
Stop messing around! Listen to what I tell you. You're my older sister, and older sisters are obligated to make sacrifices for their younger siblings. Come back right now and start supporting the family financially. You've never really contributed anything significant to this family anyways. It's time to make Mom and Dad proud. Plus, I have a son to raise. He's still really small. He needs me by his side. I don't want to miss out on his childhood. It's gone before you even notice it. Tell you what, you have to at least wire me $3,000 per month then if you have no plans of moving in with us. You don't know how expensive education is these days.
If you're really that short on money, then first go to work. Felix is your son, not mine or mom and dad's. We don't have the duty to raise him for you. Felix is a first grader. He's gone for 7 to 8 hours a day. Many kids his age can walk to school by themselves. You live like 5 minutes from his school anyways. Which means you're free during the day. And even after Felix comes home, Mom and Dad can take care of him for a couple of hours. I'm sure they won't mind it.
I don't have that much free time. Do you have any idea how many things I have to do in a day? I don't get a second of rest as soon as I drop Felix off at school. As a mom, I have parenting to do even when my child is gone. Don't judge me just because I'm not married. Our situations are drastically different. I'm very occupied as a single mother. You're not a mother, and you've never even been one yet. Keep your silence if you don't know what it feels like to give birth.
What? Is this a joke or something? Felix is a healthy kid who doesn't have any attachment issue. He doesn't need your supervision all the time.
Still, thoughts like whether Felix is behaving well at school swarm my head. I can't help but break out in cold sweat every time the school calls me. I mean, what if he doesn't have friends and is picked on by other kids? I'm worried for him because he doesn't know how to defend himself yet. His father isn't here to guide him either. Who else can he rely on but me? I'm his only legal guardian. So do you think I have the energy to work when I'm pretty much on tenterhooks every day? Can you take responsibility if he gets hurt at school but I can't make it there because I'm on a business trip? On the other hand, though, you're single, Hattie. I'm assuming that you have money to burn, right? I mean, why do you even need money anyways except for basic necessities?
You must be kidding me right now. You know what? Stop excusing yourself for your laziness. I know many moms personally, and nobody acts like you. You're not the only mom in this world. Do you have even the slightest idea how many women work their butts off every day just to provide their children with the best quality of life possible?
Shut up! I don't care about other people. It's none of my business anyways. My son needs my full attention. And by that, I mean 24/7. If Felix becomes filthy rich in the future, are you 100% positive that you won't come wagging your tail at him? With that being said, treat the money you give us like an early investment. I am confident that my baby won't let you down.
I don't plan on pandering to Felix even if he's number 1 on the Forbes list 20 years later. What he accomplishes has nothing to do with me.
I don't believe it. You're just saying that right now, aren't you? I know what kind of person you are. So don't you think you can fool me? Who do you think will take care of you if not your nephew when you've passed your prime and are as old as the devil? After all, I'm sure nobody would want to marry a creepy nerd like you. I'm sure you'd want Felix to pay for a senior caregiver when you're 70, right? So if you don't help me out right now, I won't let you near my son when you really need him.
Sure, go ahead and do so then. When I'm 70 years old, I'll have my husband and children by me. Nothing's gonna go wrong.
What are you talking about? You'll have your husband and children?
I'm married and blessed with 2 beautiful daughters. I don't mind living in a senior home with my husband if we can't take care of ourselves. After all, the last thing we want in this world is to be a burden on our kids.
I can't believe it. Wait a second first, Hattie. Are you saying that you're married? How come you never told me?
We're not even family anymore. What's the use? Our parents don't know either, so it's not just you.
Wait, what do you mean by we're not even family anymore?
At this point, I'm shocked at how brazen Mom and you are. I mean, the two of you text me as if nothing had happened. Since the moment I moved out of that house, you guys were strangers to me. I don't have parents or any siblings.
Come on. You don't have to talk in such a mean tone. Anyways, tell me more about your husband. Is he loaded? How much does he bring home annually? I mean, if you're above the salt right now, then I won't force you to move back in with us. Tell your husband to give us allowances instead. That'll do. If he's really sitting on a gold mine or something, then he shouldn't mind doing his sister-in-law a favor now and then.
In fact, he's also a doctor. He's working around the clock recently because he just opened a clinic of his own.
Excuse me? This is absolutely unbelievable. You don't deserve to marry a doctor. Keep in mind that Roman bailed on me.
It's not up to you whether I deserve to marry a doctor or not.
Never mind about what I said earlier then. You neither have to return home nor wire me money every month. The only thing you have to do is give me your husband's number and address so that I can make a move on him. I'll just marry him instead.
Pull your act together before you spit out nonsense.
I'm serious, though. You know that it has always been my dream to marry a doctor. So you can't live out my dream before I do. So send me his contact information right now. If you don't want to, then you have to wire me $3,000 per month to cover daily expenses.
Excuse me?
I mean, didn't your husband just open a clinic of his own? In other words, it'd be an understatement to even call him comfortable. You should have told me about him earlier. You know what? How about you making that $3,000, $5,000 per month? I'm also thinking of purchasing a new car recently.
Is that really what you want this money for, though? Don't you want to stop Roman from telling our parents the truth? Let me tell you this. You're not as smart as you believe yourself to be.
What are you talking about? What truth? I have no idea what you're trying to get at. Stop playing with me. This is a trap, isn't it?
Mom and Dad don't know it yet, but I'm not a moron. You might think of me as a pushover from past experiences, but I'll show you who's the boss now. Roman dumped you because of what you did. It's time to come clean, Catalina. There is this thing called karma, just in case you're not aware of it yet. I mean, isn't Felix another guy's kid? Do you really think that you can hide the secret forever? How do you think Felix is gonna react when he finds out?
Wait a second. Where did you get this information from? What is it that you want? Is this your revenge on me or something? Why do you know? I didn't tell anyone. Not even Mom and Dad. What have you done behind my back? I'll never forgive you, you backstabber.
I told you that I'm not a moron. If I really want to put an end to this game you're playing with me, then I can. I'm not someone you can walk all over. Roman went through your texts with Felix's father and found that you have been cheating on him the entire time. What's more, he threatened to tell our parents the truth if you don't pay him. And that's when your blood ran cold. Am I right? In order to stop Roman, you begged him on your knees. It seems like you even had a knife to your neck. That's why he caved in and said he'll give you time. These are rumors, but I heard that he's asking for $300K in total. If that's really the case, then you better start looking for a job.
Of course I can never afford to pay him that much. He's completely out of his mind. I never would have thought that thing would turn out to be this way, you know. He's asking for a financial compensation of $30,000.
That's still exorbitant considering the fact that you're not even working at the moment. You really should sit down and have a talk with Mom at this point.
Well, I would if I could. But you know how broke we are right now. I mean, I can't tell her to pay it all for me when she has nothing but an overdrawn bank account to herself. Mom and Dad love me a lot, all right? But they are not crazy. I'm positive that they would blow a fuse at me if I tell them the truth. Well, you don't know about that. Let me remind you of this. But rumors spread very fast. It's only a matter of time before our parents would come to learn about it. Still. But I won't snitch on you, so don't worry. In exchange, though, you have to promise me that you're never gonna text or call me again. My husband and daughters are my greatest source of joy. I can't ask for a better life than the one I'm already blessed with right now. I seriously don't want to have anything else to do with my trashy family anymore.
Hattie! Since when did you get married? Why are we not invited to your wedding? Is it true that our son-in-law is a doctor as well?
What do you plan to do if I say it's true? I believe that I already told you to leave me alone.
Don't talk to your parents like this. It's rude. I'm begging you, Hattie. Forgive us for what happened in the past and come back. Your father and I have realized our mistakes already. We're sorry for favoring Catalina over you.
Do you seriously think that I'm gonna believe what you just said? Dad and you have always looked down on me. You're only apologizing right now because you want to catch yourself an affluent son-in-law.
You don't have to put it that way. I mean, doesn't your husband want to meet us? I don't know how bad you made us look to him. But we'll do whatever you want if you can give us a second chance.
I told my husband nothing but the truth. In other words, he married me knowing the kind of environment I was raised in.
Still, we have the right to see our grandchildren. You can't take that away from us. Plus, think about it this way. Your children should be the same age as Felix. I'm sure Felix could be very good friends with his cousins. You know how eager he is to meet new people. So come on, just turn the page already at this point. It's been 6 years. What else do you want from us then? Your father and I love you. We just don't express it as often. With that being said, let's eat dinner together someday. I know this French restaurant that serves very delicious food. I'm sure you'll like it.
We don't eat with strangers. My husband and daughters are all very kind people. Birds of a feather flock together. You know what I'm saying, right?
What do you mean, strangers? Aren't we family? Are you cutting off relationships with us or something? Stop throwing a tantrum, Hattie. You're not a toddler anymore. Adults won't hold grudges against their parents and siblings. Don't you think? I'll apologize as many times as you wish. All I'm asking is that you introduce us to your family. What's so wrong with that? So please, can you just bury the hatchet? Your father and I never meant to hurt you in the first place. Plus, you know how immature your sister can be at times, right?
My family is not a tool for you to get rich. Maybe you're destined to be poor as church mice. And that's just because you're not a good person. Plus, my husband and daughters did nothing wrong. I won't let anything bad happen to them. They're my angels. I'll do everything in my power to protect them from toxic people. What's more, I told my kids that they don't have any grandparents. You guys are not a good influence on my daughters. In other words, they're not curious about you guys at all. They're totally fine about spending time with my husband's parents and relatives only.
This can't possibly be true. We're related to you by blood. Since when have you turned into a complete traitor? I will not tolerate any of this ridiculous behavior.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, you can bury the hatchet if you want, but I'm never going to do that. Not in a million years. In fact, I will always remember what I had to suffer in this family. Anyways, I have to go now. Goodbye. Don't blame me for having such a heart of stone. It's all your fault that this is how life treats you. After that, I told my husband about everything that happened and changed my phone number as well. He was very understanding and assured me that he'll always be on my side no matter what.
I also told my friends way back that they must not let my parents know about my marriage. Luckily, they are all very trustworthy. Although I don't have that many friends, I'm still thankful for every single one of them. With that being said, my parents and younger sister still do not know where I live to this day. I would never let them ruin my life for a second time. Also, my mother and father came to find out later on about the real reason why Roman broke up with Catalina. They literally lost their cool. They told her that, "You have to figure everything out yourself. I guess we've babied you for too long. Now you have to face consequences and take responsibility for your own actions." What's worse, they warned her to, "Never let us see you again. We'll take care of Felix from now on." I later heard that Catalina's legs went weak and she collapsed on the floor immediately when she heard that. So that's how she ended up getting kicked out and having her custody rights taken. She was reduced to tears when my parents said that she doesn't deserve to be Felix's mother. As of right now, Catalina regularly wires child support to my parents. In fact, she now has 3 part-time jobs and works 11 hours a day. She doesn't even get any weekends or holidays off either. Felix does still get to see his mom from now and then, though. After all, he is just a little boy who feels confused to have his grandparents tell him that his mom is on a long-term business trip and is only back in town for a few days every month to visit him. The truth is, my parents warned Catalina that she can never spend alone time with Felix until she straightens things out with Roman. The thing is, after Roman heard that my parents had already learned about the truth, he continued to blackmail her about how he can still let little Felix know about what a witch his mother is. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and click the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell so you'll know when a new video comes out. Don't forget to also leave a comment below, and I'll see you next time.